Have you ever wondered how a $70 million mixed-use development can transform a community? Welcome to the Commercial Real Estate Insights podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hamoen. Let's get right to it. In recent news, Blue Ash-based Silverman & Company has officially opened the Pimlico Pointe development in Deerfield Township, Butler County. This significant project introduces rental units that include detached single-family homes, each featuring 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, a den, and an attached 2-car garage. The development aims to provide a blend of residential comfort with the convenience of mixed-use facilities, enhancing the community's living experience. This development is a notable example of the growing trend towards mixed-use projects that integrate residential spaces with commercial amenities, a strategy that has been gaining traction not just in Butler County but across many regions. The focus on single-family rentals is particularly interesting, as it addresses the increasing demand for flexible living options that cater to diverse lifestyle needs. Comparatively, in the Canadian market, areas like Kitchener-Waterloo and Cambridge, Ontario, are also seeing a rise in mixed-use developments. These projects often aim to balance residential living with retail and office spaces, fostering a community-centric environment. Such developments are proving to be attractive to both investors and residents, offering a cohesive living and working experience. The introduction of projects like Pimlico Pointe highlights the potential for similar developments to take root in other regions, both in Canada and the United States. As urban centers continue to evolve, mixed-use developments are positioned to play a crucial role in shaping the future of real estate, offering a sustainable and integrated approach to community building. Marcus & Millichap has announced the successful sale of one of Lafayette's major retail centers for $5.8 million. The Lafayette Marketplace, a fully occupied grocery-anchored retail center encompassing 87,122 square feet, was sold according to a news release from the brokerage firm. Eric Abbott, the Director of Investments for Marcus & Millichap, highlighted the enduring appeal of grocery-anchored centers in the retail sector, noting the strong demand for such properties. He mentioned that the property was under a letter of intent within just 48 hours of being listed on the market. The transaction was facilitated by Marcus & Millichap's team, including Eric Abbott and Zach Taylor, who represented the seller, along with Steve Greer, the broker of record in Louisiana for the company. The Lafayette Marketplace is located at 2220 to 2252 Ambassador Caffrey Parkway and is anchored by Super One Foods, which occupies 60% of the gross leasable area. Other tenants at the Lafayette Marketplace include Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, Metro by T-Mobile, and Ace Cash Express, with an average tenant tenure of 11 years. Originally built in 1995 and updated in 2024, the property sits on 10.19 acres in a developing submarket near several residential and mixed-use developments, such as the 143-acre master-planned community, West Village. Capital Development Partners has successfully secured a $77.3 million construction loan to develop 3 speculative industrial facilities at the Central Port Logistics Center in Savannah, Georgia. This development will encompass a total of 1.2 million square feet. The financing was arranged by Marcus & Millichap's Institutional Property Advisors Capital Markets Division and originated by a life insurance company. The loan proceeds will be used for the completion of vertical construction and the lease-up process, which is expected to finalize by November 2026, as per a company statement. The project includes 2 rear load structures measuring 168,480 and 284,480 square feet, each featuring 32-foot clear heights and a total of 93 dock doors. Additionally, a third building with a cross-dock configuration will span 769,500 square feet. This industrial park is strategically located on 130 acres at the southwest corner of Buckhalter Road and Veterans Parkway, within a foreign trade zone and in proximity to key transport routes such as U.S. routes 17 and 80, as well as Interstate 16 and 516. A closer look at the Central Port Logistics Center reveals it is a master plan development set to comprise 5.5 million square feet upon completion. Capital Development Partners has already delivered 4 facilities totaling 2.7 million square feet at the park. Notably, Plastic Express, the largest veteran-owned logistics company in the United States, fully leased a 982,800 square foot facility in 2023. This facility, along with infrastructure investments, marked an investment of over $155 million. Despite high industrial deliveries, the Greater Savannah market has seen a decline in vacancy rates. According to a report by Lee & Associates, the industrial pipeline in Metro Savannah included 3.8 million square feet of product underway as of March, with a vacancy rate of 10.7% at the end of the first quarter. This represents a 128 basis point decline from December 2024, showing a tightening market even as new facilities are introduced. This dynamic is further highlighted by Hyundai's $7.6 billion plant debut earlier this year, adding to the region's industrial growth. In recent commercial real estate transactions across several counties, significant activity was noted in Charlotte County, where NAP 1108 East Genesee Street Properties Limited Liability Company acquired a restaurant located at 19,570 Cochran Boulevard, Port Charlotte, for approximately $2.8 million. This represents a substantial increase from its previous purchase price of $1 million in April 2022. Additionally, Lennar Homes Limited Liability Company purchased vacant land in Port Charlotte for $1.3 million from Millrose Properties Florida Limited Liability Company, indicating ongoing interest in land development in the region. In Collier County, GBH Oyster Harbor Development Limited Liability Company acquired a vacant land parcel in Naples for nearly $3.7 million from FC Oyster Harbor Limited Liability Company. Another notable transaction involved 1610 Trade Center Way Limited Liability Company, purchasing a commercial building for $3.2 million. This continued movement in the Naples market underscores the ongoing demand for both land and developed properties in strategic locations. Turning to Hillsborough County, AP Grand Plaza Limited Liability Company made a significant acquisition with the purchase of a retail strip center located at 14,003 North Dale Mabry Highway in Tampa for $36 million. This transaction highlights the enduring value of retail properties in prime locations, especially given its previous price of $12.4 million back in July 2001. Moreover, RCG Riverview PM Limited Liability Company acquired a community shopping center in Riverview for almost $14.8 million, reflecting the area's growth and investment appeal. In Lee County, Press-On Holdings Real Estate Limited Liability Company bought a warehouse at 17281 Alico Center Road, Fort Myers, for $2 million, a notable increase from its previous price of $87,400 in May 1996. This acquisition emphasizes the increasing value of industrial properties in the region. Similarly, El Car Wash Estero Bay Limited Liability Company purchased vacant commercial land for $1.8 million, indicating potential future development plans. Within Manatee County, JSF Manatee Limited Liability Company acquired a warehouse on Manatee Avenue West in Bradenton for over $16 million, a significant rise from its previous price of nearly $2 million in August 2019. This transaction reflects the robust demand for warehouse space, driven by the logistics and distribution sectors. Furthermore, SLIV Marisol Realty Company Limited Liability Company purchased vacant land in Bradenton for $7.9 million, suggesting continued interest in land for future development. In Pasco County, Pult Home Company Limited Liability Company purchased vacant land in Zephyrhills for $3.4 million, while Invitation Homes 7 Florida Limited Partnership acquired land in Wesley Chapel for just over $3.1 million. These transactions illustrate the strong demand for residential development land in these rapidly growing areas. In Pinellas County, AutoZone Stores Limited Liability Company acquired a retail strip store in Largo for $8.3 million, a notable increase from its previous price of approximately $1.8 million in December 2001. Additionally, a consortium including Chadwick Investment Partnership Limited, JMC Lakebrook Park Limited Liability Company, and ACF Lakebrook Park Limited Liability Company purchased apartment units in St. Petersburg for $5 million, emphasizing the appeal of multifamily properties in urban settings. Finally, in Polk County, DR Horton Incorporated acquired vacant land in Lakeland for nearly $6 million, while Target Corporation purchased vacant land in Winter Haven for $4.4 million. These acquisitions highlight the ongoing interest in developing residential and commercial spaces in key locations within the county. In our final segment today, let's delve into the commercial real estate opportunities emerging in Pennsylvania's small cities. According to Daniel Hall's recent analysis, these markets are presenting untapped investment possibilities that are attracting increasing interest from investors. The report highlights that Pennsylvania's small city commercial real estate is evolving with rising investment interest and expanding opportunities. In these secondary markets, property listings are seeing constant changes in pricing, demand, and investment potential. This is providing real-time insights for investors eager to make informed decisions. One of the key takeaways from this analysis is the cost advantage. Acquisition costs in Pennsylvania's small cities are 40 to 60% lower compared to major metropolitan areas like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Additionally, these markets offer cap rates that are 100 to 200 basis points higher than those in major metros, making them particularly appealing for investors seeking higher returns. The report notes a strong investment market with over 3,200 properties available and a market time of 45 to 60 days. Average cap rates sit at around 7.2%, which is 2.1% above those in major metropolitan areas. This favorable investment climate is attracting more activity, with a 15% increase in investment activity and a 12% rise in the number of commercial transactions year over year. Notably, healthcare facilities, adaptive reuse projects, and light industrial properties are showing particularly strong performance in these markets. For investors, the opportunity to acquire properties at significant discounts, especially historic buildings with adaptive reuse potential, is a major draw. These properties not only offer tax credit benefits, but also come with limited competition from institutional players, allowing for favorable purchase terms and creative financing options. On the demand side, healthcare real estate leads with 95% occupancy rates in medical office buildings, while light industrial properties show 92% occupancy. This demand is driven by trends such as e-commerce growth and manufacturing reshoring. The accessibility of financing through community banks, which provides 70% of commercial financing in these small cities, adds to the appeal. The analysis suggests that Pennsylvania's small cities offer significant advantages for both buyers and sellers. Buyers enjoy negotiation power and flexible financing, while sellers can capitalize on growing investor interest and steady appreciation. However, as investor interest rises, the window of opportunity may narrow as institutional capital begins to enter these markets. In conclusion, Pennsylvania's small city commercial real estate market is showing strong investment potential, with property values rising steadily while maintaining affordability. With growing demand across multiple sectors, these regions offer unique opportunities for investors looking to diversify their portfolios and achieve higher returns. Thank you for listening to the Commercial Real Estate Insights podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hamoen. See you on the next one.